with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here
between the Washington Commanders and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards there and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run on first down. Sherman, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31, Powell. He completes this to Cole Turner. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sherman, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now a handoff up the middle. Sherman, and he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. It's Sherman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. On
3rd down, Sherman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. This time they'll throw it with Howell toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. Howell, third and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out here with the option left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Raiders had 3 and 8 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Elliott under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Elliott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Sherman. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Elliott. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
To throw on second down, Elliott.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
To throw again on second down. Powell got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Elliott. He hits Adams complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. We're down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's going to keep this again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now a give right side. It's Sherman, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Powell over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Sherman, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sherman. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Powell from the gun.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On second down now, it's Sherman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. Touchdown! Cole Turner from 17 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again, Elliott. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and you came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Swift with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, now the good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. Let's see if they can cobble something together on this drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down. It's Sherman shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down. Sherman. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Howell throwing on third down here. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want with football?
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw. That's caught by Turner. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Sherman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Howell. He's got Turner. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Sherman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Sherman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. This from 51 yards for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Commanders,